Greetings, one and all, live from Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. This is Tony and LPHQ East with Jeremiah on scene. Jeremiah, what's going on?
It's hot. Damn hot. So if we can do this entire walk and talk while these clouds are covering the sun and blocking out the 103-degree weather, I'd be happy with that. I've been told, hey, you talk a lot about the heat. People have been dropping around me all day. I've seen more medical runs this morning. So I'm at Magic Kingdom.
I went to the Starbucks close to my house, which is a walk for me, and that was quite hot. So if you've been at Magic Kingdom all day, I don't envy you at all.
Oh, no, I was here this morning bright and early to be one of the first to see the new thing that we are here for, which I guess we won't spoil yet. And then after about an hour and a half in the park, I've not seen that many people leave the park that early as I was. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Well, those might have been the resellers coming for the new Starbucks tumblers.
Nah, they've been here. So we are walking right down the kind of the middle of Main Street, USA. Hang on. There we go. We're on the middle of Main Street, USA.
Isn't there a gold spike or something to denote the exact center?
Of Main Street?
Yeah.
We are going to walk by the Dapper Dans. So, as you can tell by the camera setup with the nice little umbrella, the storm is a-coming.
Now, is there a special parade occurring today, or?
No, but as with every day, when you enter the Magic Kingdom or any of the Disney parks, you are subject to be caught on video.
It's true. Any D23 event, for that matter, also.
Yes. These are some of the best Dapper Dans in Danville. You are here to listen to us, so I hope we finish first. My little Margie, I'm always thinking of you, Margie. I'll tell her love you, don't forget your promise to me. I have brought Margie, to you in my inspiration days are never blue. After all is said and done, there is the only one, oh Margie, it's you. On earth, and one for you to play. You can see your own boardwalk every day. Circles all around, the holes on the ground. Rub, real fell on the squishy cloud. Thimbles on fingers make some noise. Let's not say all the loving for boys. She likes you and breathes the brand new pair of feet. Circling out and walking down the lane. All earth, on the island, on the play. And see your own boardwalk every day. Put them all around, the holes all around. Rub it out, the music, come on to the side. Hey, they're coming out and walking on the way.
Do you remember when one of Disney World's big marketing campaigns was the Dapper Dan singing Backstreet Boys as part of a limited time magic, or boy band music, rather?
Yes, and the amazing limited time magic days of, hey, here's the character that we've not rolled out in mothballs for a few years, so let's do it. That is how I met Chicken Little and Ugly Duckling.
Yep.
Abby. What's her name? Abby Mallard, yes.
Yep. Donna says, wow, song and dance. I was even going to comment that they did step up their choreography. We are live, folks. If you want to have questions, comments, concerns, check stuff out. We will be checking out something that's brand new at Magic Kingdom. We're building up to that. So if you have seen it already today, yes, we're going to see it. Stand by. Don't spoil the fun for everybody.
Oh, no, that is going to be our last thing. Everybody has to stay tuned. You have time to tell your friends to log in, post it on your Facebook, your social medias, post it everywhere you can.
whoever gets the most followers gets the shout out. That's the thing we're doing now.
Alex and hi to Colin. Kyle also wants to point out 2 members of NSYNC cameo on today's episode of How I Met Your Father on Hulu.
Are you watching How I Met Your Father?
I did not watch How I Met Your Mother, so no, I'm not watching How I Met Your Father.
I enjoyed How I Met Your Mother. The first season of How I Met Your Father was okay. They definitely try very hard to recreate the magic of How I Met Your Mother. And then the second season, like the first 2 episodes I watched, and I was like, no, I can't even do this. And it's sad because, it's got a fun cast and everybody on there is talented, but just, it's trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle.
As do so many things.
Yes. We're avoiding the stage show because we don't want to, that music shuts us down in seconds.
Yes. Coming up on the old Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant. No longer the Tomorrowland Terrace noodle station.
But it could become the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant at any time.
Yep.
Today it is prepped for the fireworks dessert party, or dessert party and meal, or I swear they have 5 different things that go on here.
Yeah, there's like 4 different options there, all with the Target lights on the curtain backdrop there. Theming.
But we are walking this way because, one, we've not done Magic Kingdom in quite a while. I was actually trying to remember now. Couldn't recall. But we definitely haven't seen this. And as we are wrapping up June, which is Pride Month, we are taking a look. This mural, all the parks have different murals, but this one in Epcot really, really stole the show.
Well, between that and Stitch, is there any solid purple wall for our Instagram and TikTok friends?
Right here. Just below Stitch. But, this is the part that everybody wants.
They could also get that at Epcot in 3 dimensions. All the Tomorrowland 1994 posters there.
Yeah, which they've not changed out.
Probably since 1994.
Well, that side they haven't changed out. Over on this side, we are going to cross over this traffic. Watch me play some Frogger here. They have changed these out within this decade, which is nice. I just wish that they would change out the ones that people actually walk by every day.
The former extended queue for the extraterrestrial alien encounter. You could also say it was the extended queue for Stitch's Great Escape, though I don't think they ever used it.
Oh, they did. Trust me. As much as we hated that attraction, people waited for it because of Stitch.
I still always love how big of a fan following Stitch has in California versus Florida. And I feel like Florida's view is tainted slightly because of the attraction.
Oh, absolutely. We did just walk by a show dump of Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, so that's why all this traffic just hit.
Now, we talked about Tomorrowland 1994, which was then called the New Tomorrowland. By Fantasyland standards, are we still calling it New Tomorrowland?
I don't know.
Because we still call it New Fantasyland sometimes.
I call it New Fantasyland.
I don't. No, one of our founders does.
Yeah.
He says, no, it will always be New Fantasyland until there's another New Fantasyland.
Yeah, no. New Tomorrowland was never New Tomorrowland because I didn't come out here during old. Well, I was here during old Tomorrowland, but that was.
So if Jeremiah's never been, it doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah. Just like let's move on from calling it Epcot Center, considering it's been Epcot longer than it was Epcot Center.
Speaking of 1994, that's when they got rid of Center.
This is the only thing that's really left over from 1994 is the Carousel of Progress updates.
Hey man, they have new wardrobes now.
Yeah.
But
Here's
to
the
show
line
off that cool virtual reality
for
tech.
PeopleMover. People, it's not that exciting of an attraction. Stop waiting hours for it.
So you're saying it's an ironically titled attraction now if it's got a long line for it, where people don't necessarily move.
Oh no, they keep moving in that very slow walkway. Speaking of horrible shows, I don't even remember the
High School Musical Pep Rally?
The Stitch show that was on here. High School Musical Pep Rally was not a horrible show.
The original one. The original one.
626.
Oh no!
Thanks, Stitch. Now I have to clean the Stitch booger off my lens. Timing, folks. Timing. Tony, if you're still there, I cannot hear you.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was assessing the timing comics. I'm like, well, I think it would have been better if he came out of his former escape attraction. But
yeah. Okay, so let's do the walkway that I don't think we've actually done live.
Yeah, because I don't think I know you still needed a virtual queue to access Tron Light Cycle Run, but I know at the beginning you couldn't even walk the pathway, but I think you can now. Is that right?
Yes. For the individual Lightning Lane and Lightning Lane, which we're not going to go into that topic now, no matter how much Juby likes it all. You walk up the ramp, and it is up in the before you head towards the actual digitizer. So we are clear to walk this way, especially with this awkward trash can in the middle of the walkway.
I would bet it's covering some kind of construction or hole. Tyler says, hi guys, happy Tuesday, and summer to you too, Tyler. And Mr. Bob Newell, it'll go, at the existential level, PeopleMover is the greatest ride ever.
Nope.
Jeremiah disagrees. Counterpoint,
like
Jeremiah, and go.
Dole Whip isn't the best snack ever, and churros aren't the coolest thing ever. PeopleMover is popular because PeopleMover became popular. Dole Whip became popular because everybody wanted a Dole Whip. The cupcakes became popular because everybody made new cupcakes. I don't want to say it's the false demand, but I mean, Mr. Bob Newell knows way back in the day where you'd be at Disneyland and you would walk right onto the attraction because nobody cared enough. Here it's a cross between it's just become Mr. Popular Attraction because everybody says that it's the popular attraction.
I'll also argue it got popular with the advent of FastPass Plus and Lightning Lane and Genie Plus and all of those, because it's one of the rare attractions that does not offer it. So it was something for some people to do.
No, but the biggest reason that there's a line now for it is they stopped sending the moving walkway up continuously because people don't understand that a moving walkway is just that. It keeps moving.
How do you feel about this sign?
I like it. Basic, no bells and whistles. It doesn't say new on it. I can't tell you how many times that over the past few years I've stood right in this spot and just looked and photoed and videoed and videoed and videoed.
Have you ever done it in the rain?
Yes.
So explain to me why that area floods so bad.
New Fantasyland.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no drainage back here, and this is actually down a slope. See, if you look, nope, no drainage.
Mr. Bob Newell going back to the PeopleMover, paging Mr. Morrow. And
Yeah.
Broken Jeremiah saying hi to both of us. Hi, Broken Jeremiah.
What's up, Broken Jeremiah? That's weird to say. I never say my name, so.
I don't know what kind. Kyle's saying drainage. I drink your milkshake.
The I Drink Your Milkshake is from, forget what movie that is.
The Daniel Day-Lewis one?
I was thinking of the Clint Eastwood one, but I know that I have not seen it either way. And this is the best spot right now here at the Magic Kingdom.
Woo! Tell us about those numbers on each of those cars, Jeremiah.
Well, 1982 is the opening of Epcot. 1971 would be the opening of Magic Kingdom. 89, back over there, that would be the opening of Disney MGM Studios, now known as Disney's Hollywood Studios. This one over here has 98 on it somewhere. I'm just not going to walk all the way around it. And this one, the Casey Jr. Railroad Mercantile, which I can't recall the last time I saw it open, has maybe underneath there had a 55 for the opening of Disneyland, which I always thought was a little awkward, but it's a good way to pay tribute. Now I'm going to move away from the splash pad because my nose is burning from all the chlorine.
Hey, at least we know it's clean.
Yeah.
Have we characters returned over here?
They have. They usually are holding at least a half-hour line now, which I can't wait for that brief time after summer where we have that moment of, hey, it's empty, to walk in here. For Minnie and Daisy, we have 45, and for Goofy and Donald, 30 minutes.
Come on! To Pete,
We are
now I
going to
hear
walk.
Pete. Do we have Pete now too?
No.
Only Toontown in California.
Yeah, no Pete. But we are going to walk in here, so yell when it starts to get bad.
Okay.
Speaking of California, these are the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway toys that were created for California.
And not at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in Florida. They're here at Sideshow Circus.
Yes. The trackless train, which these are things that I would love. This goes right along with it. This is the boat.
Which one?
It does not. It is the generic boat. But sadly, none of the little buttons for light up or anything are working currently. I'm here looking for the important things in the form of power lines and those little squishy toys that Rebecca found.
Oh, the Toontown ones?
Yeah, the character pull-apart toys. Do not see any power lines, and nor do I see any of the toys.
I know when Power Limes first came out, they were from Toontown in California, but they were announced to go to Connections at Epcot.
Yes,
or the Creation Shop, one of those two.
They have appeared briefly there before they sell out. But, just like the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway toys. And by the way, I've not seen these from Javiana's, the 100 flip-flops. So,
Hundrianas.
I'm guessing because they're bigger, I'm just going off of what I'm saying. This is the males, and it has Mickey on the left foot, and this is the females, and it has Minnie on the left foot. That's pretty interesting. something.
Mr. Bob Newell wants to know if you are wearing a Disney Magic Band.
Mr. Bob Newell, if I could be walking around wearing hardly anything, I would. I'm not wearing a magic band at this moment. Oh, wow.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes.
Jeremiah prefers to walk theme parks in the nude.
This pin is much bigger than I expected. And they do have the Goofy and, of course, the Clarabelle and Forrest ones from the first drop.
Did I just see Humphrey there?
Yes, Humphrey is in the photo that Goofy is taking. And then they still have the Three Little Pigs, the Fantasia set, the Snow White ears, as well as the Bambi ears from this collection. The Shaggy Dog, or DA, whichever you prefer. The ears that I really wanted to get, but they are a little harder plastic than I expected.
What were you expecting?
Something that was a little less plasticky. I'll just say it that way. And I know we've had this discussion and saw these just a few days ago at Epcot. And here is the everybody searching for air conditioning.
What are you doing now?
Or does that mean it started raining? It's the sunny rain. Oh, okay.
No, the rain has definitely moved away. Yeah, it looks like we're clear for the rain for just a little bit.
Steven saying hello from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Hello, Steven.
Oh, I love Wyoming. Beautiful country there. If only we knew somebody who was doing an Adventures by Disney out there anytime soon.
Oh, one of those is yours. Sorry.
Doobie and Rebecca, not myself.
I hate to say this. What's in Wyoming?
Buttes.
Well, I meant, it sounds beautiful, but what, Adventures by Disney, excuse me.
Adventures by Disney does not focus only on Disney property, but they do find ways to incorporate inspiration from Walt Disney. Wow, this is the line for Lightning Lane. From the Walt Disney Company, be it, shows, movies, or now that we have Nat Geo, they can incorporate that, but those are mostly for the Nat Geo store or show. Nat Geo tours. I just had a bit of
the Nat Geo expeditions.
Yes.
I'm literally looking at one of their catalogs sitting on my desk right now.
I almost feel like the standby entrance is less of a wait than the Lightning Lane entrance for Mermaid. It was 35 minutes for the standby, and the Lightning Lane was backed up.
Oh, I'm dumb. Wyoming is home to Yellowstone Park. That is where the Adventures by Disney is.
Did you happen to see the TikTok, Instagram of the Disney parks from a few days ago, where they focused on the Beauty and the Beast area, but it's Tokyo, and every time I looked at it, I kept looking for Bonjour Village Gifts or Gaston, but they have different versions of the same area.
Yeah, it's almost carbon copy.
Yeah. Well, the outside is. I'm sure the inside,
correct.
There's like...
And then, they also have a low-level, I would think it's bigger than Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland, Beast Castle, as opposed to ours on this little perch. Kyle says, the TikTok, Instagram, on the Facebook, ?
Yes.
Yellowstone, Kyle. Yellowstone. Not Jellystone.
Yeah, but
Mr. Bob Newell has a tip for you. The best air conditioning is at the Emporium.
On a day like today, any air conditioning is good air conditioning.
Yeah, right now I've got a little thing on my computer. It's at the thermometer in the red, and it says near record. So have fun.
Yeah,
I'd still go over there though.
I think if I hadn't done this twice today, and I know this is poor woe is me, but this morning, this breeze that is nicely cooling off right now wasn't as strong. But you can definitely see that it is summer, but it's not the busiest summer we've seen so far.
What do you think that's because of the park reservation saying everything's full? At least in Magic Kingdom. Bonus reservations for annual pass holders are available pretty much throughout the summer at the other parks.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying that we are 2 for 2 for shows dumping as we're walking by them. Mickey's PhilharMagic just dumped, so that's why there's this giant grouping up here of where do we go next?
Have you seen it since they added Coco into it?
Many times here, and a few times in California, which California, since Muppet Vision wasn't designed for
that.
The size and scope of this film, the cut down is very strange.
Yeah, Muppet Vision California Adventures Muppet Vision Theater, where they have PhilharMagic now, I think should be experienced just to see how strangely it's presented.
Yes.
But other than that, I would say skip.
Well, at least they upgraded and put in a Donald moving bottom, where Paris doesn't have anything. It's just what's that sound? Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Because the Mickey's Phil that is in DCA was actually created for Disneyland Paris, which takes up their old Magic Eye Theater. So again, they're putting films in theaters because they can do 3D, not because they can accommodate everything.
You heard it here, guys. Films in theaters. Go see Elemental today.
Yes. Elemental or Boogeyman, either one of those you should go see.
Have you seen Boogeyman?
I have not. I don't have a problem with horror films. I'm just no longer, it's not something that drives me. And Boogeyman looked interesting enough. But I've been burnt so many times recently on scary films. I'm doing air quotes with
We
my
know
hands.
it's hot, Jeremiah. You've said it a few times. You don't need to tell us how burnt you are now.
Hey, I put on sunscreen this morning. Not saying that it's still working, but
How refreshing does that waterfall look right now?
I know, trust me. Yep, right there. Just going and sitting right there. If you were over here, Tony, you could film me. We could go viral.
That spot is on my list.
And here we are at the Haunted Mansion, which I think it says 50 minutes.
I'm going to answer Mr. Bob Newell's question here. Mr. Bob Newell, some of us on the Laughing Place team have seen it for critical reasons. But Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny does not release until theaters until June 30th.
Or June 29th if you bought tickets for the the midnight showing, which is now like 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Remember midnight shows? Those were the days.
Yes, that's how I saw Jurassic Park the first time, as a midnight show. And now, I remember actually when I moved out to Florida, my evening job would usually end sometime around 11, so I could make it from that to Downtown Disney at the time, AMC, for their midnight show of the movies. Now it's 7 o'clock. Actually, I want to say that one of the last movies I saw that was the day before was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So at this point, they might as well just start calling it a Thursday release. Look, what's that across the way? Is that Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
I think it's a construction site.
What is it?
And a steamship. Speaking of midnight showings, the last Disney midnight showing I saw at Disney Springs, it was then Downtown Disney, was Princess and the Frog. And the reason it was the last time I would ever do it there, and I always went to Universal after this, is because I had the great fortune of being right about 2 rows ahead of the entire cast of that short-lived Tiana boat show.
Yep.
And they all knew the songs ahead of time because they were in the boat show. And sung along in the theater.
Are you saying people ruin things, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of good people, there's Big Al. Hi, Big Al. I also
saw... Good day for us, Stitch and Big Al.
Yeah, if we keep walking, we may be able to run into Liver Lips. I also saw the midnight screening of Princess and the Frog at Downtown Disney in the big theater that used to be where the dine-in theater stuff is now, up on the upper level. And I promptly fell asleep because I had just flown in that morning and did everything during the day. So that was useful. So I'll just start this story right now. This morning, as we were coming into the park, the Disney Parks blog posted that the water tower and Tiara had been put in overnight.
Tiara?
So, Tiara.
Or Tiara?
Tiana.
Tiana's Tiara.
Tiana's Tiara. So when we got over here this morning to take pictures of it, the Disney PR was over here. So I'm taking the photos that you can see on our articles on laughingplace.com and Instagram right now. And I turn around and one of the PR cameramen are right there filming me taking the pictures of that. But before we move on to that, we're going to wait right here and see the Magic Kingdom or the Walt Disney World band. What do you think they're going to play?
Not that. That was not on my radar. Zippity doo dah. Oh no.
What was kind of ironic this morning, as I was getting on the monorail, they were playing Everybody's Got a Laughing Place, and I just started laughing.
Well, that's what cracks me up, because everybody, to quote that 90s song, complained about Zippity Doo Dah being taken out of the loops. And It is. But How Do You Do and Everybody's Got a Laugh in Place are still prominently featured
Yep.
in like the entrance loop on the monorail, the TTC.
So there it is, the water tower with the tiara. Um, it is beautiful when the sun hits it because the tiara and the stars seem to be different materials.
I don't know why you're making fun of me. That's how it's pronounced.
I'm just enjoying saying tiara.
You sound like Jiminy Glick.
Wow, that's so the stars on the tiara. I don't know if are different material or just have a different shine on them, because when the sun hits those, they sparkle. There is also, I don't know how well you can see it because of the clouds, they've aged it and put moss on the bottom of the structure. So it fits right in with the salt dome that will be Tiana's Bayou Adventure, opening in late 2024.
Now, do you think that water tower will stay in pristine condition until the grand opening in late 2024?
I'm guessing the tiara is lightning rod. So one of the things that I was thinking about this morning is, we don't have a place for Tiana's foods like Disneyland has, but
What do you mean?
we don't have a restaurant close that will be
You're joking.
You think they're going to close the Mexican restaurant and turn that into Tiana's?
It's not out of the realm of possibility. I once said they'll never touch the rivers of America at Disneyland, too.
No, this will become a bakery. I would almost guarantee that, because they can open that up a little bit, turn it into just a bakery, then they don't have to worry about closing the biggest restaurant in the Magic Kingdom for
Pecos
seating.
Bills is bigger than Cosmic Race?
For seating and everything, yes. Okay. And they actually keep all of their registers open. So this rope should be up, and I'm going to be that guy. And
so that store used to be my home on my college program, or one of my homes on my college program. And I could tell you, if they want to do any kind of food in there, they might need to take that whole thing down.
Oh, they'll have to gut everything, I'm sure. I mean, think about it. That hasn't reopened since before COVID. So that whole area. From this spot, you can actually kind of see. I mean, you can't really because we can't zoom in. But the never ever lose sight of what's important, the quote that Tiana's dad passes along to Tiana, is on the back side of that, which this is about the only place not on ride that you can see almost all of what it says. But then as we pan to the right, there's some nice new rock work going in. There's spray paint of what's going to be disappearing. We don't know what purple means, but I can almost guarantee red means do not remove.
Is that handwritten?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was over here looking this morning, and I looked over and I saw that. I was like, oh, wow.
Mr. Bob Newell, going back to our Disney Springs topic, I remember dancing on a turntable at a nightclub in Disney Springs.
Mannequins, the only building that is still 100% intact of Pleasure Island. Well, Raglan Road, but that wasn't real Pleasure Island, and that doesn't have a carousel in it anymore.
Kyle says, I just saw that there are 2 stars on the tiara, Evangeline and Ray.
Yes.
Go away, comment. There we go. Okay. Something's up with my mouse today, I think.
Big Thunder has a 55-minute wait. And
you said 55?
55.
Now, if somebody wanted to get wet and cool off a little bit in the Magic Kingdom without Splash Mountain open, what's the option?
Go into the bathroom and get into a water fight. Don't ever go into the bathroom, get in a water fight. That poor custodial team has to deal with enough problems.
Have a banner for this, I think. Yes, there we are.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally were in a spray ground a little bit ago in I almost said Toontown.
Yeah.
In
Storybook Circus.
Storybook Circus, thank you. I almost said Expanded Fantasyland.
I am going to walk by the Leaky Tikis and see if I can get a nice little spray from that. So even though this doesn't open until late 2024, the run out right here, which is that area of the splashdown, has been under construction and had been completely covered. So I'm guessing whatever their main plan for that was has been finished. But they do have that turn going down underneath the bridge and then back into the Laughing Place. We'll just still call it that until we know better. That still has work going on, including plywood block and everything. And right here, there is a nice orange spray paint that means knock a hole in the rockwork, because I can see a major hole in the rockwork.
I was going to joke and say it could also mean install a projector.
Yeah, I don't think they may. Who knows? But hey, we're getting new animatronics. I'm fine with it. I'm sure that we will have...
What's that crane for?
It's a Florida crane. They're rare.
Are they lifting water towers?
No, actually, it is. They were doing some. They were pulling up long bars this morning as I was walking by. I'm guessing for the actual scaffolding that's going on. Because you can tell that there's no longer Chicken Pin Hill. Now it is a salt dome, as found in New Orleans. And they've done some work on the mill, because the waterways look very nice. But again, we are here because of that nice little water tower there.
Now, how fast do you think the rumors are going to spread like they did with Disney Springs that that's a repurposed Eiffel Tower?
That one's a little smaller. What time is it right now, Tony?
2:44.
Okay, so we are still a little ways away before the parade starts, so we will not get a chance to enjoy that.
Well, let's walk through Adventureland and head out to the hub, and then I'll let you take a respite or respite, however you want to say that word, away from the heat. Respite.
Well, right now, the cloud cover is actually pretty nice. Maybe we want some McDonald's fries. Ooh, loaded chicken strips. Topped with cheese sauce, bacon, green onions, and served with French fries.
Kyle's got a good one that I like. Popcorn or churro or Dole Whip. House of Blues versus Springs versus Tiana's Water Tower.
I will go with House of Blues.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Springs one is in the bus turnaround.
Yeah,
so
which nobody
really
ever sees.
Yeah. And then in my opinion, they put the Tiana one out far too early, which makes me think it's got something to do with the actual structure of the ride.
No, I was looking because I was actually expecting the water tower to be on top of the old Briar Patch because they had a nice little area. Oh, look, Captain Jack's out. I'll walk closer so you can see Captain Jack. It's very interesting. Kind of, if you're playing the game, kind of blocks the way.
Oh, is that still around? The pirate game?
Mm-hmm.
Has it been switched to the Play Disney Parks app yet?
No, it is still. You walk in and you get the map. They did no updating for that during anything. Yes, randomly, if you're standing here, you'll hear a cannon and a bell. And you'll see a dead man come out of the water over by Jungle Cruise, which is never that awkward.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Or sorry, excuse me, Pirates Adventure, Treasure of the Seven Seas.
Yeah,
What was the thing at Hollywood Studios with Captain Jack? I forget what it was called. The Legend of Jack Sparrow, is that what it was?
Yes, that was the first projection mapping testing for
With
Shanghai.
Shanghai, yeah. Have you been over to the new Den of Destiny yet?
Yes, and still the fedoras don't fit my head. Yeah, I mean it's a nice little area. The props in there are cool to see as far as the actual, just to show how fun it really is. Portable fans are allowed on stage.
Beaming.
Yeah. It's a nice little area. I do not partake in the drink, so that backside is nothing spectacular for me. But I have talked to people that have enjoyed that area. 55 minutes for Pirates of the Caribbean, where I wear my tiara.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
It's Caribbean.
I only say Caribbean with the ride. I'll say Caribbean Beach Resort. I'll say I'm going on a cruise to the Caribbean. But anytime it's the ride, I'll say Caribbean. Or the movie.
Correct.
It throws me off when somebody goes, I'm going to go experience Pirates of the Caribbean. What? Even in the movie Captain Ron, they say Caribbean.
Tony, you really need to watch a movie of this century.
Can we talk about your thoughts on the theme parks of today?
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm very interested to see what the entrance area for Universal's Epic Park at Epic will be. Because you think about it, that's the first theme park that's really been built post 9/11, post COVID, where kind of they restructured everything.
Yeah, but I'm also trying to figure out, like, what do you mean by that? Like, what it will look like operationally or what it will look like structurally? Because we already know what it will look like.
I'm interested to see the operation and the structures, because Universal just redid their entrance areas for both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, and I have to say those new touch points are badly done.
I'll hear what you say operationally, but I know structurally it will be a bigger version of the studio arch that is more galactic and space themed.
Well, yeah, I mean the actual entrance parts, not like what is security going to look like over there?
Operationally, yeah.
Yeah, because it's no longer the hey, we're taking a temporary structure that has been here for over 20 years and making it permanent, like they've done here and not at Universal.
Well, they also made a land out of that. So,
yeah.
Storybook Circus still open.
Nice. I just got spritzed.
Was it refreshing?
It was not enough to be refreshing, but it was definitely enough to go, oh, I got spritzed. I also love when they put these planters in. They seem to disappear every now and then, and every time they disappear, there's many people that just stand in the planter.
That's a bizarre behavior I've never
Yeah.
noticed.
Oh yeah, no. If there's no plants or anything in there, it seems that everybody has to stand inside the planter, inside the rock area. And even though it is a 0-minute wait, nope.
Where's Mike? Get Mike out here. Fote, if I'm saying that right. Hello.
The Swiss Family Robinson treehouse, inspired by the Swiss Family Robinson movie.
Are there boats going by in the river down there?
You're the second person in a week that's referenced the swan boats, and yeah, those can never come back.
No.
It would be interesting to see them run into walls. And back to my topic earlier of it's because it's made popular by social media. Dole Whips. I love Dole Whips. I
would say Dole Whips were popular more from the internet, not necessarily social media. Sites like our own that have been around since the late 90s. Social media, I feel like, is grasping onto like the seasonal drinks and snacks.
Well, when every other meme is, hey, Dole Whip, or hey, I love all of you, not you, talking about turkey legs and those. I just miss the days of being able to walk up and just get my own Dole Whip without having to wait a 20-minute wait. Back in my
you're
day,
commenting on the popularity of everybody loving Dole Whip, but you yourself just wish you could just go grab one yourself.
Yes, because I love Dole Whip. No, it is, I've heard many a family that have never been to Walt Disney World, things that they reference as they're coming in is PeopleMover, Dole Whip, and Starbucks. But Starbucks is a whole other topic.
Yeah, I remember when they announced Starbucks was coming to the parks. It was kind of a, what? How dare they? Not the Blue Ribbon Bakery.
So the transformation back to the castle is complete. All of the turrets.
Is it? Is the water filled back up?
No, I mean the actual structure itself.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it may not be because there are some of the top turrets that are still the faded blue as opposed to the very shiny blue as of late.
But when they get the shiny blue on it, I'm sure it will be the top turret attraction.
And at least we don't have to deal with them putting Christmas light nets on it. There's another one. Oh, that could start a...
No, I agree with you on that one. Because I'm just like, you can't have it both ways. Because everybody was like, the crane's up 2 months out of the year on either side of Christmas. So it's like, so a fourth of the year, I don't get good pictures of the castle because there's a crane in the way. And then, what do you mean I don't get my Christmas lights? This is like the 8th year in a row now, or however many it's been. Well, which one do you want?
Yeah, and I'd much rather have the projections that can change up without anything that look great during the day and night. Because you know what? They don't have to turn them on during the day.
Yeah, because if you look at the castle during the day, when the Christmas lights are on, as good as they look at night, by the time when it's daylight and you get close to the castle, it looks like you caught the castle in the back of a ship.
Yep. And that's all that it is. It's Christmas tree nets. I almost caught a wheelchair or a stroller that got eaten by the trolley tracks. This morning, it was very interesting because I was here right at rope drop and seeing Main Street vehicles out. Sadly, the trolley wasn't out, but they did have the fire engine and one of the other cars. I didn't see the double-decker, and like I said, no trolley. That's when I feel, we have a few more signs that we have recovered from the dark times, and I think the trolley show, hopefully that returns.
When you say dark times, do you mean Chapek or just before or around Chapek's beginnings?
COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Hampton. If you want to check out the People Mover, we did go to Tomorrowland first on our adventure today. After we're done, which we are wrapping up here soon, feel free to take a look back and go check that out. We didn't go on the People Mover, but you definitely could see it at some points.
Yes. We did not wait for the 45 minutes for the People Mover. I'm sorry.
Actually, let's have a gander at that really quick because I had the app open.
I would guess it says 20.
$25. Yes, $25.
That was some amazing dead air while I was waiting for you.
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't loading, and I was trying to figure out why. And I'm like,
that was me. Like, I'm just waiting. I think also another sign of the dark times being over would be the Tinkerbell meet and greet returning. Considering they've not removed the sign, the banners are both Mickey.
So is that when it's officially over, when Tinkerbell comes back?
And waves her wand, yes.
When is she the last thing?
Let's see. Yeah, I think all the meet and greets that are really, already meet and greets.
Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, well, I don't think we should hold our breath for that one.
Well, you have to hold your breath. You're going under the sea with Ariel.
These are really neat. I've not seen these. They are light-up figures. It doesn't do much to say light-up figurine, and don't know where the lights are, but the Ursula looks great. And Ariel, I don't know what she's looking for. She got everything she needs. She got her dinglehopper.
Did we get the Kevin and Jody timekeeper piece from Disneyland Paris over here yet?
No, none of the Kevin and Jody from Paris arrived.
I'm just saying, I think the timekeeper one could show up here at Magic Kingdom.
We did a nice article on these yesterday. These are fun little figures, but as cool as the figures are, I want to get them just so you buy, with each figure, you get a piece of the Moonliner.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, I had no interest in those until I found out you get the different pieces for the Moonliner, which would then make it a $210 Moonliner figure. That's beautiful.
Yeah. $160, and that is amazing.
But tell me, Jeremiah, who is that girl I see? Staring straight back at me, even though you're shaking the camera.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I do not need that, but
okay, let's be real. Nobody needs anything in these stores.
No. I still don't need these, but
speaking of Kevin and Jody.
Yeah. No, if the Visionarium figure does end up over here, I was looking at it when I was in Paris going, how can I possibly get that all the way back here? And the answer was, I couldn't, and I didn't. Okay, speaking of, let's go out and see if Mulan has been doing a hidden meet and greet over here. Does not look like she's out though, but if you come earlier in the day, Mulan is usually out in this area for a fun little meet and greet. And since she's hidden and most people run past her, there's never much of a wait.
But she wasn't there today.
She is not there right now. Did not this morning. I don't remember walking out. I was here yesterday around 2 o'clock and she was out. So maybe they transformed her into a figure and now she's permanently on display, or you can purchase her for $160.
It was worth it.
Okay, and on that note, I'm delirious.
Let's talk about this really quick. Later on tonight at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern Time, we have Disney Trivia Live, hosted by Doobie and Gideon. Later in the week, we'll have lots of coverage of Rogers the Musical on laughingplace.com, a limited time event coming from Disney California Adventure. But as for everything going on in the Magic Kingdom, that's all for today. Check back and rewatch if you want to see the new Tiana Water Tower, or be tuning into laughingplace.com and all our social media handles, laughing_place. And check out all of our latest updates. Be sure to remember to like and subscribe. From Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, this is Tony and LPHQE signing off. Jeremiah, what you got?
Peace.